Hi, Professor. My name is Nancy, and I'm from Team 1, and we choose the real estate-related case analysis for our midterm critical review. And the firm we chose is named TLO, and it is a Calgary-based medium real estate development firm. And it is very famous for its long-term commitment with its clients, and we will analyze the potential alternatives for investment for the firm. Like we have four potential alternatives, including the building the office and the hotel development, renting and renting a park lot, and exiting the market. So, and we analyze all of this and make the final recommendation. And here is my critical review in this video about the according to the rubric in the screen. Firstly, for part A, for the background part, we introduce like the detailed commercial real estate industry background and explain detailedly about the all relevant information about the development phases, like the different classes of the commercial buildings and the main factors that affect the value and the rental price of the commercial real estate. So I believe that all these satisfy the second criteria of the identification here. And also for identification, we mentioned in 1.2 the problem statement section, the firm proposed like the four alternative options. So the main problem the firm faces is how to balance risk and profits to choose which one to invest. So we uh, mention this problem and we satisfy the first criteria of the identification, um, and while we also do the potential alternatives quantitative analysis, and we do the detailed assumptions such as the annual tax rate for the firm, and we assume all the things according to the context. So I believe that we can satisfy like the 15 of the level 4 in the assumption part. Okay, then for part B, I think we only like satisfy the level 3 requirements because most of our analysis methods are really correct, but for some parts, for example, like when we analyze the option for existing the market, we only choose one method to calculate the shareholders equity. We use like the total assets minus total liabilities for analyzing the equity for the firm. And there are still two methods that can be used here to measure what's the benefits that can bring to the company. So I think maybe next time we will add another method on this part to make sure our first profits recommendation is right for existing the market. But the analysis like the SWOT analysis and the other quantitative analysis are correct. So I believe that after writing specifically about each alternative's advantages, disadvantages, and what benefits they bring for the firm, we satisfy the level 3 for the methods, and we satisfy the level 4 here for the alternative points of the review. And for part C here, all information is from the case itself, and we make appropriate assumptions based on the context and what the firm tells us in their financial statement. And the formula has been interpreted well in the calculation phases. Therefore, I believe that for the credibility of results of the results, we satisfy the 50 and 51 the level 4 criteria. And then for part D, we consider the limitation of each alternatives. As I mentioned before, for alternative, we have both the advantage and the disadvantage, such as some projects have too many debt and too long debt repayment period. So we go through all the idea for recommendation and for all the limitation and the integration, ideal integration part. I believe that we can satisfy the level four criteria here. And for the conclusion part, we recommend the firm to use the hotel development based on the quantitative analysis because hotel has the most benefit with the least debt repayment period. Uh, I think our recommendation and conclusion is objective, but maybe not meet the criteria of the 85 the perspectives discussed about in priority order. So I think for this part we only meet the level 3 for conclusions and the solutions. And then for the creativity, this part, we get like the new insights about how to deal with the capital intense project because like the hotel office, they are all capital intense. And then we also come our own fresh ideas about the firm's leverage recommendation, the firm's franchising recommendation, and so on. So we not only just focus on the four alternatives, we also provide many prospective ideas for the firm's long-term investment and development. So I believe that we meet the 99 and 100 here and we meet the level 4. And for the last part about the communication, we find a new approach for firms investments and we tailored at approaches as well. So I think we have met like the 114 and 116. So I think for the IF we meet the level 3. So that's all about our midterm, about my critical review for midterm. Thank you so much.